What's up, you guys? Welcome back. I'm back with an everyday, cozy, chic fall makeup tutorial. I'm going to share all my tips and tricks for anyone that if you're a beginner, if you're advanced, whatever, I'm sharing exactly how I got this look today. This is my favorite thing to do when the seasons change is just take my everyday look and just tweak it just a little bit for the season. So this is just a little bit warmer, a little bit spicier, a little bit just like more fall appropriate. And even if it doesn't look that way to other people, it's more about what it means for you. So for me, I used a fall eyeshadow palette and grabbed like more spicier tones. I whipped out my hazelnut tea from Laura Mercier, but I used a different spicier lip color that's very similar to that because I wanted to try something new and kind of just like play around a little bit. I actually played around with a lot of new things today. But yeah, it really is just like what that means to you. Like hazelnut tea from Laura Mercier, this to me represents fall, but maybe that doesn't represent that for you. So it's more about taking your everyday look and just tweaking it and customizing it to make it feel very cozy and fall and spicy for you. So I'm going to share all of my tips and tricks with you today. I'm going to show you how I got this look and walk you through it step by step. Please subscribe and let's just get started. Oh my gosh, welcome back. It has been so long since I've sat down in this room with the professional setup to do a makeup look. I feel like it's been a few months. So it took me forever to get all prepped and ready and get everything together because it's just been a hot minute. But I am going to start with getting my hair out of my face. Okay, good enough. I get my hair done this week. I'm so excited. I was contemplating doing bangs because I just feel like your girl's got a big forehead, but I got some fake clip-in ones off Amazon and I looked ridiculous. So, okay, and I feel like I look ridiculous right now as well. But yeah, I don't know how much of that is that it's bangs that looks bad or if it's just because they were crappy $10 Amazon bangs. I don't know. For my face, I really want to try this new primer. This is the Bare Minerals Prime Time Hydrate and Glow Primer. I don't have a lot that I'm doing today. My mom's just coming over to hang out for a little bit once I'm done with this. So kind of just felt like experimenting with a new primer today because I don't have anything that I need to like look decent for. So if it ends up being like not the best, it won't be a big deal. I like the way that feels on my face. I am so puffy right now. I have not been eating the healthiest. I have been the last couple of days, but in general, the last like couple months, just like not eating the healthiest. So I'm ready for just like a nice big reset and just like reel it back in, get a little bit more refined with my routine because I just feel not myself, which is unfortunate because I was feeling so good for so long and then I just been kind of like just tired, puffy, groggy, brain fog, all that's back and it's like, damn, like you really have to just eat fucking healthy all the time to feel the best. Anyway, I'm using the Chanel Revitalist foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations. I think it's so beautiful. And I'm going to use the Sigma F48 Soft Coverage Foundation Brush. This is one of my favorite foundation brushes at the moment. And I'm actually just going to pump this on the back of the brush. I usually don't love doing this so much, but I have this beautiful new sweater on and I do not want to mess it up. So, one thing I love about this foundation, what color am I in? B30. It matches me so well. Right now, I'm very fair. I have not self-tanned in forever. Like, I cannot remember the last time I put on a spray tan. This matches me so nicely when I'm fair and when I'm tan. So you can see it's just a little bit darker than my neck. But then when I'm tan, it's just a little bit lighter. And I feel like it just works for all the phases. Oh, and I got these new earrings from Miranda Fry. I'll put my discount code on the screen. It's just Brianna Fox for 10% off. This is a part of their new fall collection. I just think they're so gorgeous. They're very like elegant. I feel very You've Got Mail with this outfit on today and this jewelry. I just think they're so beautiful. Such elegant earrings. And they're like very simplistic, but like are also a statement at the same time. I love them. Okay, whatever's left over on this brush, I'm just gonna lightly feather over my nose. So now for my concealer, the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I've been using this nonstop for months now, maybe like 6 months, maybe a little bit longer. I don't know. This is my favorite. I have two shades because I'm basically like in between these. I have 350 and 370. I'm going to start with 370. Put this on first. And then I'm just going to dot the lighter one just right here and here. Maybe a little bit in here. So we have a nice little mix. My favorite brush has been the Real Technique setting brush. I'm just obsessed with this for concealer. I feel like it just really gets in all of the spots that I need. And the way that it feels, like it's just fluffy but precise at the same time. I'm in love with this brush for my concealer. So bring that underneath, put these in. I'm feeling so behind right now. I wanted to already have my fall decorate with me video up, but just it took a little bit more time to get everything situated. So I'm finally situated and I'm going to be filming it this week. So I'm very excited. And I'm loving how it's going to turn out. It's difficult because it's difficult because it's my favorite video to film of the year, the fall and the Christmas decorate video. However, I'm fully decorated. Like I've got all of my decorations. I don't need a lot more. So it's difficult to try to make the video different than the last couple of years. So one part of me loves exactly how I've decorated in the past, and I would be content just doing that exact same thing. And then the other part of me is like, well, I should do something different because I want the video to be different. So that's been tricky. It is a little bit different this year than last year, but a lot of it is going to be very similar. But I just figure the way that I film it, maybe I could try to do something different. I don't know. But also, I don't even know if it matters if it is the same or if it's different. I think it's probably just the vibes that we're all looking for, right? So that's kind of like where I've been with like struggling to make it not identical as the last couple of years, but I finally finished getting it all figured out. So I'm excited to get that filmed this week. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm obsessed with this. So you guys know I've been using this for years. Honestly, probably like 10 years at this point. I finally ran out of it. So I've had like backup powders in my makeup storage, and I ran out of my powder, went to go grab another one, and I didn't have another one. So I tried to improvise with other powders, and nothing is as good as this Laura Mercier translucent powder. It is the best. I went out and I got one, and I am so happy. It is the best powder ever. It's just like one of those like staple products in my routine that I just like don't really think about that much. I just use it because I have it and I'm used to using it. So then when I didn't have it, I was able to realize how much I really do love this powder. And now for my bronzer, I think I'm going to use the Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light. This is one of my favorite bronzers. I was contemplating between this one and the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, but I think I want to use the Hourglass one. And I love the double-ended brush for this, and I use the smaller side actually because I feel like it just really gets in the spots really nicely on my face. So it's broad and fluffy, but it's not too broad at the same time. So I feel like I can get just the right precise area with this brush. For my highlighter, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette and just go into the highlighter. I'm going to use my finger to apply it on the nose and also take this on the Cupid's bow, and then grab a brush, blend that out, and then bring it on the cheekbones. For my blush, I'm going to be going into this one from Bare Minerals that I haven't tried before. This is in the color Strike a Rose. Even though this says that it's a rosy color, I feel like this does pull a little bit warm. So I'm going to apply this on my cheeks. Like just kind of start back a little bit further and then lightly feather it closer in. So for my eyebrows, I'm actually going to use a different brow pencil today. This is the Sigma Fill and Blend brow pencil in the shade Medium. I used this the other day and I really liked the way that it applied because it just was very creamy and a lot of product came out. So I'm going to try to apply it a lot more gently because I don't want to go too bold with my brows, and just fill them in like I normally would. I just went in and used a little bit of my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in shade number 3 just to fill them in a little bit more, because if I went in only with the Sigma color in medium, they would have been a little bit too bold for my liking. So I used this, and now I want to set it with a brow gel. I kind of want to try something new today. This is the Anastasia Brow Gel. So I'm going to use this. I believe it's clear. Yep. And I'm just going to push all my brow hairs upwards. And then I'm going to go in with a tinted brow gel. You can use this one from e.l.f. This is in the color Neutral Brown. And I'm going to go through with this as well, because this will give it a little bit of dimension in the brow hairs. Moving on to my eyeballs. I'm going to use the Painterly Paint Pot from MAC and pop this all over. Lately, I have just been using concealer to prime my eyes with, and you know, it was a vibe for summer, and I feel like come this time of year, I'm ready to do a regular primer again, because I just don't think that concealer on my eyes primes as nicely as this does. It does get a little creasy, but to be honest, like, this might sound weird, that is sometimes what I'm going for. Sometimes I want it to look a little bit more lived in and like dewy and whatever. I'm not in the mood for that anymore. I go through phases, and we are here again. So we are primed, and now whatever's left over on my brush that I used for face powder, I'm just going to set this, because then when I go in with the eyeshadows, it's not going to just like stick to wherever I put that powder first, you know, like wherever I put that eyeshadow first. It's going to glide on nicely and not be super pigmented and blotchy or anything like that. Okay, so I haven't used this palette before. This is the Too Faced Happily in Love. Is that what it is? It's very cute, very fall, perfect for September. Like, this is just giving September vibes. And I do still want to stay pretty neutral, because this is like an everyday look, but this has some beautiful like warm shades in here that I want to incorporate. So I'm going to start with Caramel Apple, which is the shade here. Weird because the names are on top of the shadow instead of underneath it. But I'm going to grab this on a fluffy brush and just bring this on the outer lid and then into the crease, and holy moly guacamole, this is very pigmented. Whoa. I'm gonna bring just a little bit of this underneath the eyes. I'm looking upwards so that I can get this in this area and it doesn't irritate my eyes. You can pretty much do this without even a mirror or anything. You just kind of slap that shit under there. Grab a little bit of a smaller brush, and I'm gonna go into Orchard Stroll. I'm obsessed with these names. These are so cute. I love it. Giving all of the cozy fall vibes. This is gonna go right here on the outer lid. A little bit in here, once we've got a lot of the product off the brush. Okay, I wanna bring a warmth to this. So I think, well, not a warmth necessarily, but I want to bring some like reddish, right? Okay, I think I want to mix Core Values and Happily in Love together. Boop, boop. And I'm gonna very lightly kind of just pat this on the outer lid. I don't want this to be like an intense color. I just want a kiss of spice. I'm just using whatever's on this fluffy brush, just lightly putting this on the lid. I just want like a nice soft matte gradual fade. I'm gonna grab a really precise brush, and I'm gonna mix Baskets Full and Candy Apple, these two shades together. It's kind of like just a rich dark brown with this cranberry color, and push this right on the lash line. Just for a little definition. And then you can go in and just blend out that edge. It's just very soft and gorgeous. I'm gonna go back into the highlighter that I used on my face. Highlight my inner corners and also the brow bone. I'm happy with that. I think that's really pretty. So now I'm gonna curl my lashes. For mascara, I'm gonna use the YSL mascara. This has just been my favorite. I've been switching between this and L'Oreal Lash Paradise. And then finally for the lips, you know that I love my hazelnut tea lip liner from Laura Mercier. Laura Mercier. I have been wearing this a ton. I am obsessed with this. A similar color and that's a little bit deeper is this one from Bare Minerals. It's in the color Striking Spice. I think I might use both today. I'm gonna start with Striking Spice though, because in any of my everyday fall makeup looks, I always use hazelnut tea just because it is that good. It's the perfect spicy neutral lip color, I feel. I might go in with this today, but I want to start with this because I want to do something different. This is a little bit more intense and it's also a little bit, I would say, like creamy. So be careful because it can get very, like a lot will go on all at once. So I'm going to apply this on my lips. Do you see that? Just like so buttery. You know what? I don't even think I'm gonna need that hazelnut tea. Look at how pretty this is. It's very similar. Very, very similar. I'm gonna use my finger and start kind of just like blending it into the lips. It is a very creamy lip pencil, so I feel like this just helps to kind of make it a little bit more matte, and it blends it out so that you have a nice base for any lipstick that you put on. Okay, and then over the top, I'm gonna take Thanks It's MAC from MAC. And it's this beautiful, kind of like a cool toned beigey mauve. And it has this beautiful sheen. I think that's the perfect lip color for this. Okay, I'm gonna finish. Let me just set my face really quick. Finish off the look with the Vive Invisiveil setting spray. This is my favorite setting spray at the moment. I'm in love with the way it smells, the way it feels, everything about it. She nailed this. Okay, and now that is the final look complete. I really love how this turned out. I feel like this is a little bit more amped up than my typical everyday fall look, but it really is so easy to achieve. Pick out the colors that you like. Like for instance, today I just grabbed that palette and just mixed the warm tones together. You can even just wash some bronzer on your eyes. I feel like the lip is really like the standout for me because it is that like warmer, spicier color, and paired with a more neutral eye, even more neutral than this. It's just so wearable. And I do feel around this time of year, it's a lot more, I don't want to say it's easier to wear smokier looks, but I do feel like it's more acceptable in a way. Not that like that even matters. You can do whatever you want, but I do feel like I could amp up the eyes a little bit more. And it's like, yeah, that's fall. That's a smoky, cozy fall look. But anyway, I hope that you liked this video. I hope that my tips and tricks were helpful. I hope that you gathered some inspiration from this and end up incorporating something new into your routine. And if you end up recreating this, please tag me on Instagram. Also, I have a little group chat on Instagram. It's been really fun. It's kind of just been like a cozier space, a lot less if you guys are in there, and it just feels like our own little small group. But I share things there first. So links to my Like to Know It, my makeup looks, what I'm working on. You get the link to my newest YouTube video first if you're notified, like want to be notified and stuff. So if you're on Instagram, it's just in my bio. I think I put it as like the Brie and Me chat or whatever. And now I for a while, you guys weren't able to comment in there, but you can now. So it's just our own little group chat. So I hope you guys will join that. It's been really fun and cozy, and send me your looks if you end up recreating this. I feel like this is just a nice, fun, cozy, everyday look for fall. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. All of the fall content is coming to you. I had a very slow start to September. Just life was lifing for a little bit there, but we're, you know, I've got a trip coming up that I'm going to be vlogging. I've got my decor video that's coming soon. So make sure you're subscribed. Fall is just my time of the year, and I'm so excited to bring you all of the fall content. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you very, very soon.